All right, it is Monday, October 16th at 6 p.m. We'll call our meeting to order and start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
But next, we'll have the roll call.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Hollister,
Yes.
Coleman,
Yes.
Alinger,
Yes.
and Holm.
Yes.
Okay. Josh?
Yeah, I was just going to say, there was a citizen that brought up a good point late Friday. Items 12 and 13 should not be on this agenda. There is no executive session. So I'm seeking a motion related to this approval of the agenda to remove items 12 and 13 and approve as amended.
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion by Alinger,
Second.
seconded by Hollister. If we have no discussion, take the roll.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Hollister,
Yes.
Coleman,
Yes.
Alinger,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson.
Yes.
Okay, do we have an approval of tonight's amended agenda?
So moved.
Motion by Hollister,
Second.
seconded by Holm. We have no discussion, take the roll.
Lyon,
Yes.
Hollister,
Yes.
Coleman,
Yes.
Alinger,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell.
Yes.
Next is item 5, public participation. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to address the council? Anyone on Zoom? If not, we move on. We have no presentations for tonight, so we go to item 7, which is a public hearing. And it's a public hearing on a revenue purpose statement regarding the use of revenues from natural gas and electric franchise fee pursuant to Iowa Code Section 364.2.
Yes, thank you, Mayor, Council. I don't have a lot different than last week specific to this revenue purpose statement. It's still 60% exclusively for the purpose of property tax reduction and 40% for street improvement projects. And the only item of note here is that with Maquoketa Municipal Electric Utility, there's already that 2% revenue sharing agreement in for the city and the 1% local option sales tax. So I think to be clear, the net add to an electric bill is only 2% here. So I put that out into this agenda. No other information is different. If you have questions for me, I'd be happy to take it.
Do we have any questions?
Calls in the city hall or anything?
No.
Motion to close the public hearing. Second.
We have a motion by Hollister, seconded by Lyon. If we have no discussion, take the roll.
Hollister,
Yes.
Coleman,
Yes.
Alinger,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon.
Yes.
Okay. Item B is a public hearing on an ordinance amending current natural gas franchise with Black Hills Energy to increase the rate of the franchise fee. Yeah, go ahead.
I do not have anything further
Okay.
for the next 3 items.
Okay.
There's nobody here to speak. Motion to close the public hearing.
We have a motion? Do we have a-
Second.
Okay, we have a second by Rickrell. We have no discussion, take the roll.
Coleman,
Yeah.
Alinger,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Hollister.
Yes.
Okay, that passes. Item C is a public hearing on an ordinance adopting an electrical franchise fee with Maquoketa Valley Electric Cooperative, authorizing the city to collect franchise fees. Anybody here to want to address that?
Same motion.
Second.
We have a motion by Hollister, seconded by Holm. And if we have no discussion, take the roll.
Alinger,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Hollister,
Yes.
Coleman.
Yeah.
Okay, that passes. Next is a public hearing on an ordinance granting electric transmission franchise fees to ITC.
Same motion.
Okay, we have a motion by Hollister,
Second.
seconded by Rickrell. No discussion, take the roll.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Hollister,
Yes.
Coleman,
Yeah.
Alinger.
Yes.
Okay. Item 8 is our consent agenda, which consists of the minutes of our October 2nd, 2023 regular city council meeting, Bills payable through October 16th in the amount of $845,927.66. We have the September financial reports and a renewal of a Class C retail alcohol for Mega's Grill.
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion by Colister,
Se-
seconded by Alinger, and if we have no discussion, take the roll.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Coolman,
Yes.
Alinger,
Yes.
and Holm.
Yes.
Okay, that passes. Now we make it to old business. Item A is a resolution adopting a revenue purpose statement regarding the use of revenues from natural gas and electric franchise fees pursuant to Iowa Code Section 364.2.
Thank you, Mayor, Council. The Finance and Personnel Committee and I have talked about this for a few months now, but this action follows the public hearings and puts into place what's been discussed for the purpose of this revenue once it comes, which you know has to be this 60% property tax reduction, this 40% street improvement projects. I promised a larger analysis, and I brought this down to a more small level even before I sent this out to you all. And I do believe that, you know, all conditions the same this year, that we would be losing a substantial amount of money in our general fund reserve, about 52,000. That's built into this chart and frozen. And that's on page 3. And the tough part about what we face is that expenses continue to go up, and I've put a blanket number rise of 3% on that to be safe. Like I said the last time, I don't believe the city's in any dire straits whatsoever financially. Part of my position is to protect you from being in that spot. So this is something in the future that protects the city council and the city of Maquoketa from having to take any sort of drastic action. I'm not so sure that the state legislature's done with us. There's rumors that they could be taking local option sales tax away. There's rumors that they could be further thinking about property tax reduction down to the $8.10 limit. And there's all sorts of these. I don't quite know that they're finished, I guess, is the message I'm trying to portray. And plus, we were told by Allers and Cooney, our attorney firm, that it's, you know, an election year and things could be different in the future. So if not now, I do believe at some point in the future, the city council may find itself in a position of having to readdress this again, which is why it's in front of you now to help offset some of these losses that may be coming in the future. So if you put together the gas and electric potential revenue that we've consulted with Black Hills Energy and Maquoketa Municipal Electric Utility, you come out to a chart on page 4 that shows something of a more flat line above the 25% minimum fund balance policy. And that's the direction we'd like to head tonight. That's the direction I think that is smart for the city council. And it's the direction I think for the city council to eventually start lowering property tax numbers further than what's required. It'd be nice if we even go past 13.6 and start thinking at or below $13, for example. That way it doesn't put all the burden of property tax and revenue generation of the city on just the owner. Perhaps the renter can share more in that too. So to me, it helps diversify a little bit of your revenue base. It helps keeps your fund balances exactly where they should be, and it protects you years into the future from any other further drastic actions that may arise out of the state. So I covered a lot of information. I presented a lot of information. If you have questions, I'll answer them the best I can, and I'd like to have a discussion over this.
Do we have any questions for Josh? Does everybody understand what's happening here?
Been discussing it for months. Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Colister and seconded by Lyons. We have no discussion, take the roll.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Coolman,
Yes.
Alinger,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. We make it to item B, which is an ordinance amending section 2-17-13 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Maquoketa, Iowa, to establish a franchise fee with respect to Black Hills Energy's natural gas franchise. This is the first reading. Go ahead, Josh.
I don't have any further comment unless there's questions.
Same traffic. Motion to approve.
Okay. Motion by Colister, seconded by Lyon. Any discussion? Take the roll.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Coolman,
Yeah.
Alinger,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell.
Yes.
Okay, that passes. Item C is an ordinance granting to Maquoketa Valley Electric Cooperative, its successors, and assigns a non-exclusive franchise to erect, construct, reconstruct, maintain, and operate in the city of Maquoketa an electric system and to furnish and sell electric energy to the city and its inhabitants, and authorizing the city to collect a franchise fee. And this is the first reading. Go ahead.
I don't have any other further comments.
Okay, motion by Colister,
Second.
seconded by Rickrell. If we have no discussion, take the roll.
Colister,
Yes.
Coolman,
Yeah.
Alinger,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon.
Yes.
Okay, that passes. We make it item D, which is an ordinance granting electric transmission franchise to ITC Midwest. This is the first reading.
So moved.
Motion by Colister,
Second.
seconded by Lyon. And if there's no discussion, take the roll.
Coolman,
Yeah.
Alinger,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister.
Yes.
Okay, that one passes. We make it now to item 10, which is new business. A is a resolution regarding the collection of payments for the city costs to abate nuisances and enforce ordinances.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. This one is, I think, more of a biannual routine item that when a decent amount of abatement are owed and we go through our proper notices, this is the next step to get it over to someone's property taxes for complete neglect of this obligation. So this is not unique. It's just what we need to keep moving in this process.
Okay. Okay, we have a motion by Simonson,
Second.
seconded by Holm. If we have no discussion, take the roll.
Alinger,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Coolman.
Yeah.
Okay, that passes. Item B is a resolution approving the bid for materials from January 1st, 2024 through November 30th, 2024. Go ahead.
Thank you. Frank, if you have any questions, please ask Frank here shortly, but Frank and Jan and City Hall put out bid materials for this coming year, and this is the chart we ended up with. It's very similar to last year. Frank, did you have any other additional comment on these?
No, I don't. What was the increase percentage, do we know? Like in general, was it like 1 to 5% or what?
Concrete went up a little bit, and the rock basically stayed the same.
I did take a look at that last Friday. I don't recall any of it being drastic, though.
So moved.
Okay, a motion by Colister,
Second.
seconded by Lyon. If we have no discussion, then take the roll.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Coolman,
Yep.
Alinger.
Yes.
Okay, it passes. Item C is a resolution accepting bids for abatement and snow removal.
Yes, Mayor, thank you. Council, same drill on this one, and these are the exact same costs as proposed the previous year, and we had one bidder on this.
The blue again or what?
That's correct.
So moved.
Okay,
Second.
Motion by Colister,
Second.
seconded by Holm. We have no discussion, then take the roll.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Coolman,
Yeah.
Alinger,
Yes.
Holm.
Yes.
Okay, that passes. Item D is resolution accepting bids for use of snow removal equipment for the 2023-2024 snow season.
Thank you, Mayor. Similar to the last two items, believe we had just one bid on this one, and their only change that I noted from the previous year is third from the bottom being the dump truck international quad. I think that went up $50 per hourly rate, but besides that, all the other prices were consistent. It's a fair bid.
So moved.
Motion by Lyon,
Second.
seconded by Rickrell. We have no discussion. We'll take the roll.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Coolman,
Yeah.
Alinger,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson.
Okay, that passes. Item E is a resolution approving bid in the amount of $51,450 submitted by Martin Equipment for a 2023 524P Series front end loader.
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion by Coolman, seconded by Alinger. Is there anything you wanted to add?
I was gonna turn over to Frank,
Oh.
but it sounds like we're ready to go.
Okay. We have no discussion, take the roll.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Coolman,
Yep.
Alinger,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell.
Yes.
Okay, it passes. We'll make it to item F, resolution approving a bid in the amount of $11,672. It was submitted by Traffic Logics for 4 radar speed zone signs.
Thank you, Mayor, Council. This one's unique, and I'm actually pretty happy to present this because I think we have plenty of speeders off of North Main Street and off of West Summit and South Main. So these are expensive but valuable signs, and we considered it as a public safety committee. And JT and Chief had a box where they actually measured traffic volume out on West Summit Street about 2 or 3 months ago. And correct me if I'm wrong, JT, but it was above 10,000 in a 2-day period or 1 week period, or what was that? 1 week period was above 10,000 for traffic volume. And our objective in this is to slow down people, specific to that area, protecting the park and protecting the western intersection. And same thing on Main Street at Pershing and a lot of the heavy equipment that's moving in and out of Old North Main. I think this is a smart purchase. We certainly have the money in our road use tax fund, and the Public Safety Committee and I both recommend moving forward in this.
What's the difference between those two Traffic Logics? Because they look to be the same other than, but there's $1,000 difference.
Could be the bracket, they could be a little different design.
They were different designs. I
The-
don't know.
These are the signs that tell you how fast you're going, and the blue and red lights flash if you're, okay, yeah,
And they also collect data too.
okay. Do they have cameras on them?
No.
They do,
No,
No,
yeah.
no cameras?
That's a good point, is Public Safety Committee, and when we spoke, Chief was perfectly clear that none of this means any camera at all. So that's a positive for the community. The data that's collected, I've seen plenty of these report dumps where they have these graphs and these things. It doesn't give license plates. It just gives basically a standard deviation style chart where it shows you times, days of the week, speeders at that certain time. And these are the way these reports come out. But these will not have any cameras. They will strobe at you. You're 100% correct at that. I don't know if they're red or blue or if it's just white, but you'll get that strobe if you're exceeding the speed limit. So
Red and blue
I
works.
imagine we'll be seeing a lot of that at these locations.
Red and blue works.
Motion to approve.
okay, we have a motion by Simonson, seconded by Rickrell. And if we have no discussion, go ahead and take the roll.
Colister,
Yes.
Coolman,
Yes.
Alinger,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon.
Yes.
Okay, that passes. Item G is a resolution approving Platt Street reconstruction plans, review assistance services contract in the amount of $10,000. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mayor, Council. City Attorney Pat O'Connell and I both agree that needing to hire an outside firm for the purpose for the Platt Street evaluation design plans is necessary. And we don't see how a project of that scale can be turned over without incurring some severe time at our current consultant being Origin. So we believe the most knowledgeable party in this project is Origin. I can't tell you if it's gonna be 2 days' time or half a day's time. They don't know either. That's why a blanket $10,000 number's in front of you. But it's a fair ask of them to have a contract of some sort. If there's some sort of half day's worth time an engineer has to provide to this other outside firm to evaluate the Platt Street plans. So this is simply a very small contract to compensate them, especially when the time involved in a knowledge transfer, in my opinion, is gonna take at least a couple days.
I'll make the motion up to 10,000.
Okay, we have a motion by Colister, up to
Second.
10, and second by Holm.
Yeah.
It's up to $10,000. Any discussion? Then take the roll.
Coolman,
Yeah.
Alinger,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister.
Yes.
Okay, that passes. Item H is a resolution approving fees and charges for city equipment and services. What?
Thank you, Mayor, Council. This one really originates out of Metro Aviation coming out to Maquoketa's airport. And they're looking to build a longer-term lease with the airport, most likely a 5-year with a 5-year automatic renewal. That puts them, well, the rate for that corporate hangar is $442 each. It's not small. And with this, they're smart enough, and I think we're smart enough to realize that we don't want to end up in a position where we're locked into 442 for 5 years, 10 years for that matter. So they were questioning if we want to build in some automatic cost escalators. And because we were starting to venture down that path, I posed the same question to the Airport Commission and the renters there about creating some sort of lease that also has the same consistent annual increase, and that's what's in front of you tonight. That 3% automatic, and if this is approved tonight, it alters the fees and charges resolution so that it gives the airport a hefty sum of $33,562 over a 10-year period. So this will help with a lot of these minor improvements out there that they really haven't been touched in the last 30 or 40 years, and Councilman Holm could probably tell you all about what's still out there and not been updated at all.
Oh, well, I'd be happy to answer any questions regarding the facility itself, as far as I know, but I would like to say, first of all, that this is a very good development for the airport out there. It's going to make it eventually more financially stable, because we're going to sell an awful lot of fuel to these helicopters. It's going to eventually be the central regional repair facility for this company, and they have helicopters in many different cities, and they're medevac mostly. And it's my understanding that a helicopter requires some kind of maintenance every 15 hours of operation or so. So they're going to be in and out of there, and in and out. There'll be helicopters there pretty frequently, and there'll be a lot of activity there. I think it's a very good development for the airport. As far as the facility goes, the main hangar that they're going to use, the exterior could really use a paint job, and the sign could use a paint job too. So if anybody feels like taking a roller out there, that'd be the least expensive way to do it. But there were some repairs done to those big doors, and the other hangars have had some repairs done to them too. So it is being maintained, and eventually there will be a renovation of part of the runway too, which is kind of neat to keep up with the FAA standards, and that's covered in the budget. The future, the money's going to be there. So anyway,
Making a motion.
What?
I said, are you making a motion?
no, I'm just explaining, because he said I could explain, so, or told me
Do
to
you want to
actually.
make a motion on that?
Sure, I move that this be supported.
Okay, we have a motion by Holm,
Second.
seconded by Colister. And if we have no discussion, take the roll.
Alinger,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Coleman.
Yes.
Okay, that passes. Item I is a discussion and possible motion authorizing South Second Street parking lot striping amendment by Seven Hills Paving.
So, that's.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Mayor. This came late Friday. Frank's been communicating with Seven Hills Paving, and they came into their final graphic late last week, and they got a hold of Frank, and we have a 28-day agreement with county for a certain price, and this is $1,557 over it. So I'm seeking a motion tonight to extend that contract by that amount and finish off the ceiling and striping.
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion by Lyon,
Second.
seconded by Alinger. Any discussion? Then take the roll.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Coleman,
Yes.
Alinger.
Yes.
Okay, that passes. And I will say that parking lot does look awfully nice there without those bollards in the way. All right, item 11, we made 2 reports and communications. Anything from the city manager?
I just wanted to mention today, I believe Chick-fil-A returned to the city today, in fact, and they were scoping out work with Origin. And They were comparing some design elevations out that way, and it appears that we'll need a bit more of a slope that's currently out there. The cost increase is not enormous, and it's not even gonna be change order worthy, but it affects materials that go in. And I talked to Andy about it before, and he had suggested it could range anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000, but they're hoping for less. I just wanted to notify you that that materials expectation was gonna be coming your way at a future date when they audit the materials and quantities, so.
The Arcade Street?
That's correct, yep, yep. Anything else, Frank, on that?
Nope.
Okay. And, I don't think Jeff will offer any grand comments. He's certainly able and invited to do so still, but this is Jeff's last council meeting after 41 years, and 41 years is more than I've been here on this planet, so it's a long career, and I hope he has a happy
I
retirement.
opted not to give any kind of little speech, because I don't know if Councilman Collister will remember, but one of my first council meetings, I believe I said something to the effect, I tend to vapor lock a lot when I try to give a speech, so I just kind of passed, and I'm at that point right now, so thank you.
The letterhead was cool.
Yeah.
I like the paper.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Jeff.
Job well done.
And
Yes.
Enjoy your retirement. Do we have anything from anybody on the council?
Trick or treat is the only thing. 31st, 5 to 7, I believe. So just be aware of kiddies on the road.
Okay. Anybody else? If not, I'd accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Coleman,
Second.
seconded by Alinger. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? We're adjourned.